I ask Burashid and Mr. Hareb, tell us a little bit about the late Mohammed bin Hadher, things that our audience won't know. Why, also, I'm so interested to know why poetry was so important to him. So, Burashid, or
Hareb.
First, I'm sorry I speak in Arabic, but I will try to speak my...
تكلم بالعربي.
لا تكلم بالعربي ما في مشكلة. ما في مشكلة. عندنا translation هناك، شكرا.
على كل حال الجميع يعرف أن عموما يعني سكان الإمارات العربية المتحدة أساسا بدو، ونحن جميعا قبائل، والشعر والأدب من الموروث الشعبي منذ آلاف السنوات قبل الأديان حتى. فإحنا من جانب الوالدة من جانب الأم فينا شوية شعر. محمد بن حاضر يعني يميل إلى الرومانسية ويميل إلى العاطفة، وأعتقد أن الرومانسية والعاطفة هي التي تولد تلك الكلمة الجميلة اللي تقدر تصل إلى الإنسان أسرع من المادة حتى. فطور شعر، بدأ بالشعر البسيط والمحلي، لكن بعدين طور إلى الشعر العربية الفصحى. لم يكن مؤمنا باللهجة الدارجة، لكن كان أكثر الشعر تقريبا يعني باللغة العربية الفصحى. شعره كثير في السياسة وفي الرومانسية وفي الحب وفي الغزل وفي المرة وفي الطبيعة وفي الفلسفة الإلهية وفي الكون. لديه الكثير من الحقول التي كان يجول فيها. بعض الأشعار قيدت وبعض الأشعار لم تقال، وبعض الأشعار نشرت وبعضها لم ينشر، وبعضها ممنوع حتى من هذا النشر. نعم. كان كريما جدا، كان كريما ومعطاء إلى حد الإسراف، ولم يكن رجل لديه هواية بما يسمى الآن البزنس. كان أعتقد أنه كان فقط يسبح في آفاق أخرى، والآفاق هو الذي يعني وجد نفسه فيها. أعتقد هذا الكلام اللي أقوله. شكرا.
Burashid, the late Mohammed Khalifa bin Hadher was a businessman, a diplomat, as well as a poet. Can you tell us a little bit about why he got involved in so many things? Or is that just something that the men of Dubai do anyway, naturally?
Well, Mohammed bin Hadher, as I said, he's a fountain of knowledge. He's in every area. You find him positive, you find him knowledgeable, he understands what's happening, and he is, you know, I mean, he is very transparent. And sometimes transparency is not acceptable by the people, you know, a lot. He's very honest to say what is in his head or his heart. And also this is unacceptable in so many places. So we meet Muhammad and I, most of the time we talk about a lot of, as Hareb said, I mean, he enjoys romance, he enjoys beauty, and who doesn't? Who doesn't? Who doesn't? But the only difference between me and him, أنه شاعر.
So he can put the
he can put the word I can't.
You can't. Okay. So that's a good friend then.
Yeah.
So you didn't ever get him to write poems for you?
Yes, I did. He did for me too, which I wrote. You know, as I said, I wrote script to describe a lady I saw her, young woman, you know, and I gave it to him, and he wrote it, and then we, you know, it has been. And another one as well, you know.
Yes.
I mean, it took him no time. Wallah,
Yes.
I was shocked myself.
Mashallah.
I wrote that script to describe this woman, and they gave it to him. It took him, next day he brought it to me. And then we have the tape now for two songs.
From the late Mohammed bin
From late
Hadher.
Mohammed.
Yes, yeah. And did you go out, you spoke about when you were a young boy, and that all your family loved poetry, and you would go out into the desert with camels, and you would eat dates, and your father would recite poetry. But the language has left its mark on you, Burashid, but not as a poet, but in many other ways.
That's very true. You know, from my family, all of them, they are on this area of, I mean, for example, my father, my grandfather from my mother's side, Ahmad bin Khalaf al-Utayba, my uncles from my mother's side, my cousin, Osha bint Khalif al-Sha'ar, Fadat al-Arab. I mean, she is, I mean, they are, all of them.
Yes.
Except my uncle Khalaf al-Utayba, he doesn't. Abdullah's father.
Okay, but the thing is that everyone has different gifts, and he was a wonderful friend to you.
But I'll tell you, my father was, you know, always his point about the desert, about the camels, about, you know, all this. Not about like Mohammed bin Hadher. Mohammed bin Hadher is advanced in all area, mashallah, Allah yarhamah, and he is knowledge, all knowledge of that. Yeah.
And he travelled widely, didn't he?
Yes.
As an ambassador in Beirut, in
Not
Karachi.
only that, he was most of the time in Paris. He said, you know, dream and write.
And Paris is the place where so many
Exactly,
writers
yeah,
found their voice, found their voice. So Hareb, how were you the younger brother or the older brother?
We are two sisters, and Muhammad and me.
So you were the youngest.
I am the youngest.
Okay. So did you? Was he?
Sports boy.
And we are fighting. I make mistake, and he been beaten.
Oh.
Allah yarhamah.
This is normal in families, yes. So he looked after you. He took the beatings on your behalf.
Yes. Yes. Just I want to add something to my colleague Khalaf. Muhammad, yes, Muhammad, young, he been out. I mean, we are in Dubai, and he is in Abu Dhabi. After that, he went to England.
What was he doing in Abu Dhabi?
Before UAE.
Before the
Abu
UAE?
Dhabi was the oil and so on, so it's more.
Yeah.
سمعتوها؟
لكن انا سوري انا ما انتبهت ان السيد عبد الغفار حسين اللي موجود. عبد الغفار انا اشكرك انك جيت. اهلا وسهلا فيك. واللي موجود
ابو نبيل.
ونبيل.
يشكرك ابو عيسى.
انا عفوا يعني ما شفتك بس الان شفتك فاحب اشكرك بالعكس انك انت يعني زيد تكريم كرم.
نعم.
نعم.
So he worked in the post.
He worked in the post for a while, and after that he sent with the student to England and Leeds, I think, study and come back and become foreign ministers and sent to Lebanon for a while. And Lebanon, you know, is
Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Lebanon is filled of poet and beauty and everything you can find there, bad and good until now. So, and he learned from there, and after that he came here, he go to Pakistan, he loved hunting too much. And
Did he write any poems about, because this, in this part of the world, as you said, Burashid, about writing about the camels, the beloved camels, about the falcons, did he, because he loved hunting, did he write some poems about that?
Well, ma'am, there are big gap between me and my brother. I am police officer. I am chasing the criminal people where they are, and he's chasing the world where this is going. They are big gap. So sometimes he tell me about the poet, but I can't remember really.
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. Yes. I met the late Mohammed bin Hadher at the beach marine club.
Yes. Yeah.
I went with Khalid al-Badour, the poet.
Yes.
And to invite Mohammed bin Hadher to the festival, and I asked him, "What made you become a poet?" And it was your mother. Your mother.
That's right.
Who was a poet herself.
Mr. Abulhoul, but I want to add something. Muhammad is not a businessman, but Muhammad, he find himself as a businessman. Why? He find himself. He find himself in business, not by his choice, really, by me, and by some guy. His name is Samirad here.
Okay.
Okay. When he was in Pakistan, we tell him to buy this hotel, blah blah blah, and he find himself there. But he's not.
That's not his love, his passion.
No. But he finds himself, and he's tied up with with the bank, with everything. He has to work, and he has to. But his hotel is like a majlis for him. It's not really his.
It's like a majlis, yes.
It's a majlis.
Yes.
It's not for. I mean, not operator for.
Yes.
That yes.
But
He was a big
majlis.
face. Yes.
And Burashid, I'm sure you must have travelled together many times with your friend, the late Mohammed bin Hadher.
No, he doesn't accept me to travel with him.
Oh,
No, because
why not? Why not? Okay, all right, take the microphone back.
What I mean?
You don't understand.
No family secrets, please.
No. Two thieves, they can't join together.
Well, Muhammad, a type of person, he want to be quiet. He want to be quiet, he want to read and write. And of course, this is, to read is the feed, but not enough. We have to do a lot of work, a lot of things, and I like to go here, walk here. Muhammad always, he like anywhere, he said, he will think and he will write, always writing. And that is not not my department.
Yeah, okay.
And I will run away from that.
Because you, I believe, play tennis every day.
I play tennis, yes.
Okay. See, this is a great example to everyone here. Burashid is playing tennis every day, and that is hugely, mashallah, is a discipline to be able to do that. So where Mohammed bin Hadher is disciplined that he will write every day, you will play tennis every day.
That's true. That's right.
And I would like to ask, I'm sure that there are members in the audience who would like to say something or ask some questions.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بالفعل جميعنا سعداء أن نكون اليوم مجتمعين، فيبدو أن الثقافة سوف تجمعنا أكثر من أي شأن آخر. الثقافة والشعر وكل المسائل التي لها علاقة بمشاعر الإنسان وأحاسيسه. ومقدر جهدك براشد على دعم هذا التوجه وعلى دعم مهرجان الإمارات، ومن خلاله دعم العقول التي ساهمت في بناء هذه الأمة، سواء بالبزنس أو بالشعر أو بالأدب. حقيقة أنا كنت إلى الأسبوع الماضي معرفتي رحمه الله الشاعر بن حاضر قليلة، ولكن في بداية الأسبوع مع افتتاح المهرجان كانت هناك ندوة شاملة عن بن حاضر في الشندقة في دار الكتاب مع إيزابيل بالهول، وتحدث إبراهيم الهاشمي وخالد البدور، وشعرت أنني فقدت فرصة عظيمة أنني لم أتعرف على هذا الإنسان عن قرب. لكن معرفتي ومعلوماتي عنه هو ما يتعلق بمواقفه السياسية العربية وانتمائه للعروبة وعدم تحفظه في الإعلان عن ذلك، بل واعتراضه على بعض القرارات التي لا تتسم وهذا التوجه العربي القومي. لذلك حين نحتفل بالشعراء والأدباء لا بد أن نتذكر هذه المواقف التي تعني الأمة والتي تحتاجها الأمة اليوم في هذه اللحظة بالتحديد. ليست لدي أسئلة، ولكن لدي توصية بأن نجعل من ثقافة بن حاضر وعوش بن خليفة وكل شعرائنا مادة في مناهجنا التعليمية، مادة في مناهجنا الدراسية، سواء كانت المدارس حكومية أو مدارس خاصة. الغرب يحترمنا أكثر عندما تكون لدينا ثقافة نعتز بها ونقدرها، وأنا متأكدة أنها إذا نقلت إليهم بلغتهم الأجنبية سوف يسعدون بها ويستمتعون ويتعلمون عن هذه المجتمعات العربية أفضل مما ينقل إليهم من أجهزة الإعلام المنحازة دائما للغرب. شكرا.
شكرا.
Abdulhoul.
شكرا. أنا أفضل أن الدكتور عبد الخالق كان زميل قريب وايد للمرحوم أبو خالد، وكان أبو خالد طبعا له جلسات ثقافية وفكرية في بيته، وكان الدكتور عبد الخالق أبو خالد أيضا ممن يرتادون هذا المجلس، ولذلك أنا أطلب منه أن يلقي شيء من الضوء على هاي الجلسات اللي كانت تعقد بينه وبين أبو خالد والآخرين في بيت أبو خالد رحمه الله.
تكلمت عنه شوي. شكرا أبو نبيل، شكرا إليزابيث، أبو راشد وعيسى، مشكورين على هالجلسة. والله يرحمه أبو خالد، مثل ما تفضلت أبو راشد كان محب للحياة بكل معانيها. He loved life in all its totality, but he also loved books more than anything else in life. So if there was one lover for Abu Khalid, you would see books scattered all around him, nearly everywhere in his majlis, in his maktab, wherever you see bin Hadher, Abu Khalid, with books around him, with books next to him, with books reading. So the one thing that stays in me whenever I remember Mohammed bin Hadher is the book around him more than anything else in life. فأول شيء هو محب للحياة مثل أبو راشد، ولكن أكثر كان محب للكتاب بشكل ما شاء الله عليه في كل مكان وفي كل موقع. أبو خالد أيضا يعني كان مثقف، ما كان فقط شاعر. He wasn't just a poet, he was an intellectual. So
this is what
Abu Rashid has said. Yes,
he was a walking encyclopedia, a fount of knowledge on anything.
Yes.
Because the knowledge, just as someone who absolutely loves books, the knowledge is in books. So those people who read, by their very nature, will have more knowledge in their brains because they are exposing themselves on a daily basis.
Mansour, he was a man of book and a culture, but when I said intellectual, in the double sense, culture and activist at the same time. He was also forthcoming. He was one of those who established ندوة الثقافة والعلوم in Dubai, one of the most active cultural center in Dubai. ندوة الثقافة والعلوم. أبو خالد كان من الأوائل المؤسسين وكان في مجلس إدارة. Half of his time talks about culture, the other half he talks about politics. مثل ما قالت رفيعة. He used to talk politics more than he used to talk anything else.
Yeah.
Especially after the Arab Spring, etc. He got himself so much fired up by it and seeing where the Arab world is going, etc. So one of the things that needs to be remembered about him is Nadwa. The Nadwa, which is the cultural and the scientific association in Dubai, the oldest one and the most active one. But that's not it. He also used to have, and Hareb يعرف هالشيء, مجلس رمضان. المجلس الرمضاني, the one whole month of Ramadan, every single night we used to go to his majlis, and it was just a place to debate public issues. And we used to engage with each other and differ with each other, and we love to disargue with him, especially because he has strong ideas, just like that. He was firm in his beliefs, this guy, and you just love to disagree with him, okay? So he was that kind of man, full of ideas and full of belief and strong in his belief. كان رجل مبدئي كذا، خلاص أنا هذا موقفي و everything else goes to hell, if I may say so. But also Mohammed was a member of our national council, Federal National Council, for 2 terms by the way. صح حارب كان عضو مجلس الوطني لدورتين أعتقد؟ دورة واحدة. And during that time he played some central role in the legislation that came at the time. With his friends. So, you know, there is so much to say about Abu Khalid, Allah yarhamah, and thank you very much for organizing all of this. Thank you.
Thank you. That was wonderful, because I think for those that didn't have the pleasure and the honour of meeting him, you've brought him to life along with Burashid and his brother, to get this picture of this rounded man. And in English we would describe him as a Renaissance man. He is a man who loved culture, loved reading, loved everything that made it what you were describing of his Majlis, Ramadan Majlis. It must have been a wonderful place. I'm sure you must have been there many times. And did you agree to disagree?
Well, it is very difficult to disagree with Muhammad.
Between them, and take different opinions in both places.
No, most of his approach, most of his, is acceptable, you know. But sometimes, you know, you have to take it very easy. And he is very forward, and honest. There is no gray area in his love to the country, love to the Arab national, to the الوطنية. There is no gray area in that, and always he is with this, you know, and definitely I support him in that a million times, you know.
And did you
he's
grow
not a lot of diplomat. I don't know how he become the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Sometimes they are the best diplomats.
أقول أبو خالد الله يرحمه ما أعرف كيف دخل وزارة بالدبلوماسية لأنه صريح جدا أدري هذا اللي أقول لك إياه.
منصور, Mohammed, of course, Abu Khalaf know him very well. And Khalaf and but
oh, microphone, sorry.
Nobody can hear me. Mohammed, he take, as Khalaf said, no gray color, black or white, left or right. Sometimes I feel that maybe he's racist, anti other language or anti color or something. He is not, but I think he just try to defend or try to control his as an Arab, as you
yes.
and so on. So
yes.
I try to protect.
Yes,
I think,
and this is
and his conscience.
Yes.
And the backside. I think I try to just protect him himself. He's not against, but at the same time he is not with. As Khalaf says, he says yes or no.
So he's very straightforward and open about his opinions.
And he loves as an Arab. He loves as Arab. He thinks the Arab is the highest level, which we are Arab. Everybody, nation, he like his what.
But this is a wonderful thing to be proud of your origins.
And he like to. When I speak with him or when I write sometimes something from me, and he find my Arabic when I don't know إملا القواعد أو I don't know this one. I am zero on this. So he shouted me.
Quite right.
I don't like school. That's my problem. So, but yes.
You were the youngest, weren't you? The youngest
yes,
one.
Yes.
So maybe slightly spoilt.
Well, we are run through the time anyway. Thank you.
Khalaf, did you live near each other? Were you in the same part of Dubai?
We are very close.
Yes.
1.5 kilometers
between.
distance.
Yes.
All, yeah.
So did you go to school at the same time? Different.
We came to know Mohammed and I
when you were grown up.
We were older. Yes.
Grown up.
We were
if I could ask you to present the award.
I just want to say a story about me and my father. I know him as a dad. I never saw him as a poet or as a person of literature, how you guys see him. So it's a new, I'm the youngest, by the way. It's a new way that I saw my father. So I'd like to tell a story that actually happened. Tells a story about my father and him as being a father and him as being him as being a father and how he's being a poet came together in one story. It was in 1993, National Day. I was actually in Emirates school. And somebody told our English teacher that my father is a poet. And she came to me and she told me, Ahmad, why don't you let your father write a poem and you recite it during the National Day? Me being the youngest and the notorious one in the family, I decided not to do that and said that my father is a poet, I'm gifted, I can write poetry. Time passed, I still don't have any poem. Tried, still don't have any poem. So I went to my cousin and I told him I have to recite poetry and I need help. So he's like, okay, here's this tape. There is something about the Eid al-Watani. So I'm like, okay. I was in 4th grade, you have to remember. So I go, I put the tape on, start writing the lyrics. They call me on stage, and now Mohammed bin Hadher, the son of Mohammed bin Hadher, is going to come and recite some poetry. And my uncle Khalaf was there. I don't know if he remembers the story. So I took 2 of my friends, being all nationalistic, and trying to show that the nice poetry that I'm going to say, it ended up being something that is equivalent to rap music, which was Allaya. So I start reciting the lyrics, thinking that it is something good, and then my cousins in the background, they start clapping, and I can see everybody in the front row smiling, so I thought I was doing a good job. So I finish, the teacher comes and she hugs me, she has no idea what I said. I'm not even going to recite it. So she's like, well done, and everybody congratulated me, and I was top of the world. Go back home, and I want to tell my father, what I've done. All I remember is my mother opening the door, and she's like, what did you do? What did you do? And I see my father, and him being a person who loves the Arabic language, and so jealous about it, he didn't come and scold me about it. He actually came to me and he was trying to keep a straight face and tell me what I've done wrong, but he was laughing the whole time. And that was the kind of person he was. So I thank you all for this beautiful opportunity. Yes. Thank you.
I remember something from Abulhoul, rahmatullah alayh, when we formed the Emirates National Solidarity with الأخ الكبير أبو نبيل, Mohammed bin Hadher, and a few of our people here who participated, and we made, our office at the head office, and Sultan bin Ali, Abdullah Saleh, and so on. And anyway, Mohammed bin Hadher, because he wanted to support that was the uprising in Palestine that time. And we collected money from here, and he started calling everybody. He was calling everybody, and he said, you gain a lot of money from this country, at least you have to pay something. And really, with his straightforward approach, not diplomatic approach, we made a lot of money for that association. Therefore, we can cover and pay and help. Also, this was helping when it happened, the disaster in Kuwait, and the Kuwaiti moved to UAE. I mean, we worked very hard. Even we were paying from that, which is not supposed to be paid to anybody else except to the Palestinian, the Karbonabil. But we paid to help the Kuwaitis, which are our brothers and sisters, and to the Egyptian from that. But I can give most of the credit. Of course, we worked hard, Nabil, myself, etc. But he was controlling the steering or the wheel of that ship to create a lot of fun. I remember one of his story when we sit together, he and I have my younger daughter, Mira. He loves her a lot. And she come there and he called her Dubabat al-Maraq. He called her Dubabat al-Maraq. قعدتنا ما تخلينا نروح.
Carry ant?
ما ادري يسمونه ذبابه المرق. قال he said هذه ذبابه المرق عادتنا ما تعطينا, she didn't give us freedom to be in our own. And he called Hamad. No, سويد الاسود. But I can say حمد ما شاء الله ما بسويد حمد. Thank you very much.
It was Mr. Abu Nabil and Khalaf and Mohammed bin Hadher, blah, blah, blah. Some people. I remember last time before Arafat died, of course, he came here visit His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid. And you know, Mr. Yasser Arafat, God bless his soul, he kissed everything. And he come to His Highness, my brother was there. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed is here, he come kiss Muhammad and some 3 sheikhs there. Kiss them all. And until come to me. When he come to me, I say, I am no sheikh, don't kiss me. I remember that. Now I remember because صندوق التكافل العربي he come to collect last pennies in that box. Okay, shukran.